walked up to me and he looked me in my eye and he said, "You'll do it too."
I was 8 years old going, "Mommy, that's my wife."
And I was afraid of him.
Pretty overwhelming. It's all coming out.
Set the record straight. Did your friendship with Madonna ever evolve into something romantic?
It's such an explosive situation when you do hear the children talk about it.
I don't think I realized what that moment did until so many years later.
She's my dream woman.
I've already thought of him as my husband.
There's times you say, "Man, I'd love to be married again. I'd love to have a family." But I've sacrificed that.
There are moments in our lives, definitive moments, so powerful, they change the path of who we become.
You know, none of us are perfect. We all fall short of the glory. When my parents split, my mother sat me down with my father. He was getting ready to leave. His bags were at the door. And she looked at him and said, "What do you have to say to your son?" And he walked up to me and he looked me in my eye and he said, "You'll do it too." And he walked out. It put something in me. It was just bizarre. My mother is one of my best friends in life. She put others first. My father was a man who had a lot of love and sensitivity in him, but he was really hardcore. And then I meet Lisa Bonet, and that's when everything changed.
Ever since I was like 8 years old and I saw her on the TV, and I was like, "Mommy, I want that one."
I got married and I fell in love with my wife.
I turned around and I looked at him and I knew that was my man.
I saw myself in her, and for the first time I really got a clear look at myself. Zoe's mom and I were incredibly and deeply in love. It was a magical relationship and a magical time in my life.
Do you worry that some of your father's behavioural pattern inevitably rubs off?
I'm completely aware of that. We were very young, and it was wonderful, and we had Zoe.
Really appreciating being a mother, taking that time to connect with my kid.
There were times where I did not behave properly. There were times where I was not respectful. There were times where I was just out on a limb.
Set the record straight. Did your friendship with Madonna ever evolve into something romantic?
It never did. At that point, my life was nuts. I was all over the place, touring and traveling. She could see the things that were happening in my life. She could see the breakup was coming. We all fall short of the glory. My mom was ill at the time, and I was a mess. I went away, and I just disappeared, and I really needed to take time to deal with all the feelings and all the things that I'd gone through. I was really fortunate to see how my mother was with her father, but they were so close. Being married and going through divorce and then having to get the relationship back on track as far as being friends and being family and raising a daughter, and it was really all about bringing this beautiful child to the planet. Now that's the kind of relationship I have with my kid.
I've always wanted to meet her. She was a queen, always. When I met her, just happened to be at the right place, right time. I literally turn around and I see her and she goes, "I'm your son." I turn around to my friend and was like, fireworks going off inside, man.
I've already thought of him as my husband.
I felt stupid, crazy, madly in love with her. I always wanted to be a father. My wife gave me 3 beautiful kids, and with them, my dreams finally came true.
You guys spend a lot of time together, you and Zoe.
She's my best friend. If she wasn't my kid, I'd love her the same.
Is it true that you're also best friends with Lisa?
Absolutely.
Is she still with that hot man?
She is, and he's cool. But we are one family. We love and support each other. It's a beautiful thing. I don't know, people seem to be in awe of it. It seems very normal to me. It's beautiful, and it just shows you what can be done.
It has been a long road, but I'm not alone anymore. But I am in love. I'm a husband and a father and it is the greatest honor of my life.
I think that I learned from the past. That will help me to be ready for what's coming in the future. It all comes from the same place. It comes from being inspired by life. Zoe's mom and I now are best friends. It's interesting because that's how the relationship started. But it makes you feel really good when you can do that. When we're all together now, her man, her kids, Zoe, me, we're all together and we're one big happy family.